Got what?
Man, go ahead and see that thing, bro. I'm hooking up my hookah right now, bro. Hold on. I'll say you got it, buddy.
We come out the stream?
No.
Oh, no. We got to send at the same time, dude.
Oh, okay. Alright, let me know when you're ready.
So when you say go, I'm ready.
Alright, go.
Lights came prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many give it Sunday magic. Lights came prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many give it Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Najee Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now a first down throw. Watson dancing to his left. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown, Giants. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations. Because if you...
Touchdown, Packers! Danny Gray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Kamara. Shoves him. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Harris running straight ahead. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Complete to number 2. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3. Kamara up the middle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
second down and 3. The slot man in motion right. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the Packers' 10-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A 10th carry for Kamara. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here we go with Kamara. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He
finds his man, complete. It's Carpenter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Green Bay Packers.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Giants score first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On the counter, here's Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 41, Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Again, this is Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Touchdown! Michael Pittman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Slot man moves right. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Giants.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Kamara is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Watson. Touchdown! Giants. Michael Pittman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Giants 35, Packers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a lane slow and materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tommy Tremble, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Kamara up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Over the middle, complete. That's Carpenter. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's complete left side to Gray. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
166 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Watson. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they too will exit with a 2-1 record.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they